I'm Mark at Teemill, and this is how to go from 0 to 200 sales in 24 hours. Common question for people starting a business is this: I've made a load of products, how do I make people buy them now? Well, experienced salespeople know that it's actually better to start the other way round, by looking at what people really want and helping them find things they've already decided they want to buy. Working on the internet is easy to do that because we can see what people are searching for in the search data. This story about a brand that's gone from 0 to 200 sales in 24 hours starts like that, by looking at Google search data. So looking at Google search data, this month it's May 22, and there's lots of different searches out there. Orangutan t-shirt has 100 searches a month. Festival outfits, 50,000 searches a year, peaking around summer. But specifically in these couple of weeks, we've got the Jubilee at the end of the month, and people are searching for things related to that, events, things to wear, things to buy to celebrate the Queen turning 197. So we're bringing this story to you because we thought it was really clever, and like a lot of clever ideas, it wasn't just one person that had it. A bunch of different stores have noticed that Jubilee is trending in searches and on socials, and have made products in response to that search trend. Let's take a look at some of them. Now, it depends on your brand how you respond to this. You might, if you're a really dank streetwear brand like Dead Natives, make something that's kind of dark and on trend for you. Or you might be more direct and use imagery that a lot of people associate Jubilee with already, like Union Jacks, crowns and corgis and stuff like that. What all of these brands did, as well as create a really high quality design, is describe their products well. Not just with a title and a URL that matched what people were searching for, but by using original descriptive language in their product descriptions to make sure it was clear, not just to people, but to Google, that this is a Jubilee t-shirt celebrating the Jubilee. Now, once it's up and running, the SEO process kind of takes care of itself, but you need to put some work in to get it started, because making the product isn't enough. We need to help connect it up with real people so the search engine can see that this is an authentic and helpful piece of content for searchers. So the people who created these products went out and shared them widely. Now, after they got their first couple of orders, our ads boost algorithms at Teemill picked up on that and added those products to our catalog of ads out there on Google. Now, because they used very descriptive language and their products were targeted at specific key phrases, those ads performed really well and turned a couple of sales into dozens. Now, that was the inflection point for these campaigns, because not only did they have a quality and relevant page, but Google could see that people were buying them and sharing them, and that builds trust. Basically, Google sees that a link from another site back to your site is an endorsement. So yes, this looks like a Jubilee t-shirt, it says it's a Jubilee t-shirt, but importantly, other people also say, yes, this is a Jubilee t-shirt, and then Google put that product in the search rankings. Now, once Google recognized those products had some quality links, it's an important moment, because the pages started appearing in the search results for Jubilee t-shirt. That's only the start though, because when they start appearing, Google watches to see what happens next. If people click on that page and then bounce, Google will stop showing it. But if people click on it and then stay there, Google can recognize that not just as a relevant page, but as a quality page, a page that people want. And that page will start showing up at the top of the search rankings. Being at the top of those searches means much more traffic, and that traffic leads to sales. And that is how those campaigns accelerated from 0 to hundreds of conversions very quickly. Now, with the SEO tools being built into Teemill, we're making it increasingly easy for you to see the SEO opportunities related to your brand's demographic. And we're already using that data to inform the kind of creative content that our design team is making and uploading to Teemill for you. In response to this campaign, you'll find a load of Jubilee designs in the studio, for example. So all of these brands that built sales this way use the same data-driven approach. Instead of creating products and trying to sell them to people, they looked at what people are searching for and then designed things that people want to buy. But they also kick-started the process by getting Google's attention using descriptive language, high-quality pages, but building links too. And one of the brands used a really clever technique that I want to share with you to accelerate the process of building what's called domain authority and trust by building high-quality links. And that was to use media really cleverly. Now imagine a search trend like Jubilee affects more markets than just t-shirts. And a lot of people in the media are on deadlines and need to come up with stories and write stuff about this big event. On Twitter, one of the brands followed the hashtag journo request, which journalists use when they're on a tight deadline, they just need some information. And they started looking at all of the tweets from journalists on the hashtag journo requests about the Jubilee. And a lot of those journalists were saying stuff like this: I'm writing a story about the Jubilee. I'd like to have some stories about businesses and what they're doing to celebrate. And this brand jumped on those tweets and said, I've got a story. Our business has made some great Jubilee t-shirts to celebrate it. Now, by helping those journalists with their story, they got talked about on trusted third-party news sources that linked back to their business. Not just raising awareness with people who could see that t-shirt and maybe come to buy it, but raising credibility and authority and trust in the eyes of Google, because that link made their site authoritative in the eyes of the algorithm. So all of these brands that are growing this way are using the same data-driven approach. Instead of creating products and trying to sell them to people, they're looking at what people are searching for and then creating products that people actually want to buy in the first instance. All of these brands are also investing time in making sure their designs and their product pages and their photos are high quality, and they're using descriptive language to match up the searches to their product. But the most innovative are accelerating the SEO process by building links to boost trust, boost traffic, and boost sales. There's a data-driven approach that has helped real Teemill brands go from 0 to 200 sales in 24 hours that you can use today.